Hi, I'm Sonia from Vidya Guru. We are starting a new session on vocabulary. You're going to learn 5 new words. As I told you that if you learn 5 new words every day, you'll be able to enhance your vocabulary substantially. This session is in English medium. If you're not comfortable with the language, you can switch to the Hindi session that is there in the playlist. I'll make you learn all these 5 words. If you are able to learn them, if you understand all the words, please press the like button for sure. Share the video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to Vidya Guru's YouTube channel. You have to press the bell icon as well, which is just beside the subscribe button, because when you press that button, then only you'll be getting the notifications of all the videos. I'll start with the first word, and that is brood. If you look at the options, where it says right can be the meaning, dwell, pause or approach can be the meaning. Brood means dwell. Brood means dwell. But if you're not comfortable, I'll actually explain the word, don't worry. I was saying if you can search the answer on your own, I'll get happier. If you are not able to answer, then I'll explain that. Don't worry. I was saying that means think deeply. Brood means think deeply. When you think deeply about something that makes you unhappy, that makes you sad, that makes you worried, that makes you angry, that is brood. That is brood. But when somebody asks you the meaning of brood in one word, then you'll be saying just that brood means to think. Brood means to think. But I told you the explanatory meaning, when you get sad by thinking of something, that is brood. When you look at the sentence, it says that she has brooded over the subject 1,000 times. That means she thought a lot about the subject. That means 1,000 times she thought about that subject. So she has brooded over, thought about the something, thought over the subject 1,000 times. That is brood. Brood means to think. That is why the answer was dwell, and dwell means the same, that is to think about something, which means ponder, which means contemplate. When you ruminate about something, that is dwell. Brood, dwell, to think something about. The next word is nuance. Look at the options first. You have to find out the answer. Before I tell you the answer, you have to either stop the video or straight away, talk about the answer. Nuance means variation, sort of variety, subtle difference. That is nuance. Nuance means subtle difference in something. That is nuance. When we say this subtle difference in or shade of something, meaning of something, that difference is nuance. I'll explain it with the sentence. Look closely and you will notice the nuance of color in the fallen leaves. If you look at the fallen leaves, they appear to be different in colors. That sort of subtle difference, if you closely monitor, if you closely look at the leaves, the fallen leaves, you'll be able to find out that some variation, some distinction was there. So that sort of variation, that sort of subtle variation, subtle variety, subtle distinction, subtle difference is nuance. Let's listen to the other sentence. He was familiar with the nuances of the local dialect. Now we are talking about the variation in the language. Local dialect, local language. So the variation is there and he is familiar of that variation. He is aware of the variation which is there in the local dialect, local language. That's what we are trying to say. So nuance means, I told you, can mean variation, modulation. That is nuance. So out of these options, I told you nuance means variation. Let's move to the other word. Till now we have learned brood, which meant actually to think, and the other word was nuance, which means variation. The third word is mimetic. See, I pronounce it mimetic, but if a person pronounce it as mimetic, that is also not wrong. That is absolutely correct, because lot many dictionaries state or actually pronounces the word like that. Mimetic or mimetic, both of them are correct. So mimetic means imitator. If you are unable to keep the word in your mind for so long, just relate the word mimetic with mimicry. See, there's a reason I pronounce it as mimetic, because mimetic, I am easily able to relate the word mimetic with mimicry. Mimetic means mimicry. That's how you'll be able to retain the word, that mimetic is mimicry. That is why mimicry means you are copying someone. That is why out of these options, the answer is going to be imitative, where you are copying someone. if you look at the sentence which states that cinema is a mimetic representation of reality. Cinema is a mimetic representation of reality where the reality is copied, they are imitating the reality. What is cinema? The reality is shown. They are copying the reality. So that is mimetic. Let's move to the other word. The other word is nuptial. Many of you are aware of the meaning. The word is not that difficult. Nuptial means wedding. Nuptial means something related to marriage, conjugal, or generally I say that it is related with weddings. That is nuptial. So out of these options, the answer is marital. Preparations were instantly started. So preparations, as we have to engage in such things when we are, going for somebody's marriage or nuptial or wedding. I was saying that preparations were instantly started for the approaching nuptials, approaching weddings, approaching marriages. As the marriages are approaching, that is why the preparations have to be started. Let's move to the other word, which is kaput. The word is kaput. If you look at the options, which means finished, successful, elevated, or small. Out of these, the option is finished. When I actually state a sentence, he finally admitted that his film career was kaput. See, the way I've written this sentence, I feel that anybody will be able to, come to a conclusion that the answer of kaput is finished. The cinema, the film career has come to an end. The sentence states that he finally admitted that his film career was kaput. That means his film career was finished. The similar words can be something broken, something useless, something no longer in use, something inoperative, something ruined. That is kaput. Something malfunctioned. So malfunctioning can also be the similar word for kaput. So out of these options, the answer is finished. We'll upload more sessions on the same. Till then, thank you so much.